Welcome, my friend. For the next few weeks, you'll be seeing yoga practices filmed outdoors at my home on Maui rather than out at some beautiful scenery at the beach given the circumstances. Allow this Hatha-Yin Yoga practice I share with you today to be a moment to take a break from the chaos. Take this time to show up for yourself and to treat yourself so you are better able to show up for those you love. Let's slow down and cultivate more inner awareness, more stillness, more peace in your life. This will support healthier, balanced choices off the mat. I will not be using any props today, but this is a great practice to meet your body where it's at and have your yoga blocks, bolsters or pillows, and a blanket nearby. If you enjoy Hatha-Yin Fusion, I have a yoga program I recently released with 7 full-length practices of Hatha-Yin Fusion shot all across the beautiful island of Maui, focusing on flexibility, stress relief, and self-love. I'll provide a link in the descriptions below. With that said, hop into something comfy and I'll meet you seated on the mat. We'll begin our practice today with a yin posture, butterfly pose. Bring the soles of feet to kiss, knees open like a butterfly. Your heels 2 feet away from your groin, making a diamond-like shape. And slowly fold forward at your waist until you feel that first edge of stretch. Then pause there and allow your spine to round forward. You can let gravity take hold and weigh you down, or rest your torso to a bolster, or maybe your head to a yoga block. Maybe you can't fold forward at all due to discomfort or tightness in your hips. That's okay. Just stay upright and allow your legs, your knees to provide that weight to help open your hips. For those who are folded forward, take an arm variation that subtly reminds you to not reach forward, but rather just let gravity take hold. I like to slide my forearms under my legs, palms face up, but find whatever works best for you. Relax your chin towards your chest. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Gently close your eyes and begin to take smooth, even breaths in and out your nose, letting go with each exhalation, silencing your mind and just being here with your breath and with your body, appreciating all the good things that your body does for you. Let's slowly bring palms to the mat. Tuck your chin to your chest, and with loving kindness, slowly roll up. Once you're all the way up, pause for a moment and take a nourishing breath in through your nose. And a long, slow exhale out your nose, feeling your body soften. Let's take our next yin posture. So mirroring me, extend your left leg long, and your opposite sole of foot comes to your inner thigh. Lower your elbow to your thigh or maybe a yoga block, and then rest your head to your fist. Your opposite hand can come to the mat in front of you, or in an effort to prevent any collapsing in your chest and keep it nice and open to the sky, you can circle that arm behind you to clasp your hip crease. Now I have tight shoulders and have difficulty reaching that hip crease, so I just tuck my fingers into the waist of my pants. And then once you have it, go ahead and spiral your chest to the sky. We'll be here for about 2 minutes. Alright, my friend, release your front forearm to the mat so it's parallel with your leg, and then the top arm slowly releases and circles up and over towards your toes. We're taking a side body stretch. Feeling the sensations from your hip traveling the length of your side body. From here, we'll slowly lower your top arm to the mat like a clamshell closing. And once you have it lowered all the way, go ahead and square your hips over the extended leg, hands framing your legs. Melt over the extended leg. From here, we'll walk your hands over to the right, coming to the back of the mat. Your right palm comes to the mat behind you, and opposite arm sweeps up and back as you lift your hips coming into baby wild thing. Reach those fingertips back and press your hips up. And slowly lower your hips down, sweeping your top arm down as the opposite fingertips reach towards your toes. And then rise up. Bring your left foot in for easy seat, keeping your left foot stacked in front of your right. Bring your fingertips behind you. As you exhale, lift your hips towards the sky, reach your chest up. You have the option to lower your head back if that feels okay in your body. Beautiful. Slowly lower those hips and let's fold forward, hinging at your hips, extending your fingertips long in front of you, chest melting forward. And let's walk yourself back up. We'll take that same flow on the other side. So we'll extend your right leg out this time and bring your opposite foot to your inner thigh. Lower your right elbow to your thigh or that yoga block, and then we'll rest your head to your fist. Take whatever variation with your opposite hand that best supports you, keeping that chest spiraling open to the sky. Breathe into any areas of tightness or tension you may be feeling here. Remember, we're holding this for 2 minutes. Alright, my friend, let's lower your front forearm to the mat. Release your top arm slowly, circling it up and over towards your toes, taking our side body stretch on the second side. Tune in and notice where you're feeling the sensations of this pose. And slowly lower your top arm to the mat. Once you've lowered all the way, go ahead and square your hips over the extended leg, hands frame your leg, and melt forward. Let's take it back into our baby wild thing by walking your hands back to the left. Your left palm comes to the mat behind you. The opposite arm sweeps up and back as you lift those hips. Feeling all those feel-good sensations in your body as you reach those fingertips back and press your hips up. Slowly lower and sweep your top arm down as the opposite fingertips reach towards your toes. Bring your right foot in for our easy seat. This time your right foot is stacked in front of the left. Fingertips come behind you. And as you exhale, lift your hips towards the sky. Chest lifts and lower your head back only if it feels good in your body. Let's slowly lower those hips and then fold forward. Extend your fingertips in front of you, letting your chest near into the mat. Walk yourself back up. We'll make our way to hands and knees. Bring your wrists to stack under your shoulders and your knees under your hips, tops of feet to the mat and in line with your knees. Let's take a moment of intuitive movement here, taking a few rounds of cat-cow, moving at your own feel-good pace. Inhaling as you lower your belly and lift your gaze. Exhaling as you ripple through your spine, rounding up, crown of head lower towards the mat. Last round, and I'll meet you in tabletop. From tabletop, we'll step your right foot forward for your low lunge. Front knee stacked over your ankle. Your hips soften and melt into the pose. Lift up through your heart. Let's bring your back shin so it's parallel with the short edge of the mat. And then fan your arms up, coming into a knee variation of Warrior Two pose. So your hips will be square to the side space rather than the front leg. Go ahead and bring your hands to your hips and focus your attention on bending a little deeper into your front leg, only if it's accessible in your body, to take the stretch a little deeper. Going to press up a little so your left hip is stacked over your left knee, and then fold forward, bringing your fingertips to the mat. From here, we'll walk your hands towards the back of the mat, left fingertips to the mat. Inhalation, open your opposite arm up to the sky, bringing your bicep to track right along with your ear. Slowly lower your top arm, and then we'll walk your hands towards the front of the mat. Bend into your front knee, hands frame your foot. Back leg returns extended back. And step your front leg back for tabletop pose. Take one round of cat-cow. Let's take that flow to the second side. We'll step your left leg forward this time for low lunge. Check in with that front knee to make sure it's stacked directly over your ankle and not going past. Your hips are square to the front of the mat. Breathe in. And exhale, hips soften and melt into the pose. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Exhale, hips melt even lower. Let's bring your back shin parallel with the short edge of the mat. Then fan your arms up for our knee variation of Warrior Two pose. Lower your arms, bring your hands to your hips so you can focus your attention on bending a little deeper into your front leg, only if it's accessible in your body. Press up in your leg just a little so your right hip is stacked over your right knee. Then lower forward, fingertips to the mat. Walk your hands towards the back, bringing your right fingertips to the mat. Inhalation, open your opposite arm to the sky. Reach those fingertips back as your toes point towards the mat, getting nice and long. And slowly lower your top arm. Walk your hands towards the front of the mat, bending into your front knee. Hands come to frame your foot, and your back leg comes in line. Step front leg back. And then we'll slowly lower your front body all the way to the mat, taking Sphinx pose next. Palms to the mat, sliding your elbows underneath your shoulders. Forearms are parallel, fingers are spread nice and wide. Lift up through your heart, shoulder heads draw back. Take 5 deep breaths here. Feeling those hips grounded to the earth. Soften and lower forward. Slide palms under your shoulders and press yourself back to a wide knees child's pose. Take your knees as wide as you can for a deep hip opening. With your forehead kissing the earth, just take a moment here to let go with each exhale you take, silencing the mind by focusing on the breath. Find comfort in your breath. Slowly walk yourself back up and make your way to a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Rest your hands to your knees with eyes gently closed. Draw your shoulder heads up and back, lengthening up through your spine. And draw a big circle with your head, tending to your neck. And a big circle in the opposite direction. And return to center. Take a big breath in, circling your fingertips to the sky. Your palms kiss and lower prayer to heart. Take a moment to check in with your body, taking note of how you feel now compared to when you first joined together on the mat. Take comfort in knowing you can cultivate this feeling on the mat anytime you need to. Raise prayer to your forehead, setting an intention to stay present and mindful of our thoughts of ourselves and thoughts of others. Hand lowers to prayer at your mouth, setting an intention to stay present and mindful as you nourish your body. Hands lower to prayer at your heart, setting an intention to stay present and mindful of our actions, acting in love and kindness. Thank yourself for taking this time to connect with your true self, to connect with your inner spark. Sending love and light to you and all beings. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed the Hatha-Yin Fusion, visit the link in the description below to check out our 7 days of Hatha-Yin Yoga Fusion of 7 full-length classes for flexibility, stress relief, and self-love. Don't forget to throw this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe to our channel to get the latest yoga love released each week. From my heart to yours.